The last silver dollar to circulate in America was the peace dollar, 1921 to 1935. And the debacle of 1921 was only Philadelphia issues, but then in 1922, our branch mints got to join in. And tonight, we have those special pieces. Those special pieces being uncirculated specimens of Denver and San Francisco, the first branch mint peace dollars ever. And when you dig into these two coins, and those of you that have been around the show before, had me as a host for part of it, know I'm a numbers geek when it comes to collecting coins. Happily admit it. It's just my way of separating why I can't find some stuff. I've been doing this for 40 years. And after 40 years, you got to wonder, why can't I find that coin? So you look at the old guidebooks, right? The red books, etc., and they say how many were made. And you say, wow, 20 million were made. They got to be everywhere. Sure. They were everywhere. And then you now have the PCGSs, the NGCs, ANACs as well. CAC is out there. They just started. And they tell us every coin they see, all grades. But they also tell us every coin they see for the entire series of coins. So if you look at the peace dollars, you see all of them, from the high relief 1921 to the lowest minted 1928. And you're going to find some interesting stuff with inside those numbers. And we'll talk about that in a second. So here we go with the peace dollar. It is the last 90% silver dollar struck by the U.S. Mint for circulation. It ended in 1935. We pulled gold from circulation in 34, remember? And then we pulled silver dollars from circulation in 1935. Great stuff, just great story. Now, the unique thing about the peace dollar is it was the last coin of President Theodore Roosevelt's coin renaissance. And earlier in the 1900s, he pushed forward to change our coins from the mono look of the seated, the barbers, etc., where everything looked the same, to everything is unique, everything is individual, and everything is beautiful. So we had the gold series from St. Gaudens, and then we had the Lincoln Cent, Buffalo Nickel, 1916 brought apart the Mercury Dime, Standing Liberty Quarter, the Walking Liberty half dollar. But the only coin that wasn't done was the silver dollar because it wasn't in circulation. So World War I ends, and the American public, the collecting public, goes for a new coin, celebrating peace from the war of all wars in our history at that time. And the modernization and the thought pattern of the Renaissance that President Theodore Roosevelt originally started. So they modernized the obverse, which is, well, the Statue of Liberty look, right? Beautiful, can't miss it. They add a little nugget in the word "In God We Trust," because it's spelled TRVST, V for victory, in World War I. And then the reverse you saw was an eagle, a majestic eagle perched on the mountaintop. Now, the original design had arrows in his talons. Everybody was kind of upset with the concept. It was never approved because, very simply, the idea of the peace dollar is to show, well, walk softly and carry a big stick, but you don't got to show the stick, right? I.e., which put olive branches, but we're on the mountaintop, we're looking over the pond, we're looking to the east, and we're kind of letting you know we're still here. Prefer the peace. Well, here are the numbers behind why I love the 22. The D's and the S's especially. If you look at the mintages, all three mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, struck this beautiful coin. The Philadelphia was a little over 50 million coins. But when you get down to Denver and San Francisco, you get 17 million and change on San Francisco and only 15 million and change on Denver. Okay? So automatically significantly lower than the other coin on the table. Yet they're priced all kind of the same. How can that be? I'll get to that in a second as well. These two specific coins, the competition on the Denver, $165. On the San Francisco, which is a little bit rarer, a couple million rarer actually, they're at $189. Anybody seeing our price? It's not $79.95, which is traditionally our pricing on these two gorgeous uncirculated coins. Tonight, we're $20 less than that. How about that for a special this time of year? Nothing wrong with getting that gift for, well, yourself as well, or that somebody special and saving some money on top of it. But here is the numbers game, why these two are special in my opinion. And again, out there for 40 years, a coin show every week, and you get to see, or in this case, what you don't see is the important part. I'm going to give you two other coins that are very popular in the Peace Dollars series, and I'm going to let you know what PCGS and NGC have seen. The 1921 high relief, the high relief silver dollar, the beautiful, it's unquestioned one of the favorites of all time, right? The only high relief dollar ever made for circulation. Combined, NGC and PCGS have seen a little over 41,000 coins in the last 35 years, all grades. So it just gives you a barometer of a rare coin and how many they've seen. The 28 Philadelphia, which is the lowest minted Peace dollar in the entire series. From 21 to 35 P's, D's, and S's, the 28P Philadelphia is the rarest, lowest. And there's 22,574 of those combined. So much rarer than the 21, which is why it sells for more. If you look at the 22 Philly, and then you look at the 22 Denver and San Francisco, your eyes light up. Remember, I mentioned 51 million on the P's, and there's 394,000 of those known today, all grades, from the services. So proportionally, rather rare on a percentage basis. But numerically, 300,000 is 300,000. Great coin for the right price. But then the Denver and San Franciscos will surprise you if you look those numbers up yourself. This is combined, not just NG and or PC. Together, their number is, on the Denver side, 23,139. Yeah, special. When you go to the other side, which is the San Francisco version, you get 18,937. Why is that significant? Well, it just shows that we can't find these coins. They're not out there to find to even submit to the services. So when we do find them, it's all about value, and tonight that is it. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. I'm down to single digits. avccoins.com. Yes, always going to be there for you. Makes it a little easier if that's your thing. And or our operators will get to you shortly. There's only a short hold. Your choice means you don't have to buy both with us to get that low price. Kind of how we roll here. Give you the options, give you the lowest price possible, and you control all the variables. So if you want two of these San Franciscos, you're a West Coast person, and you got two grandkids, and you want to give them the first ever branch mint Peace dollar. I get it. That's your choice. That's the way it should be. But tonight, you're not paying $165. You're not paying $189. Tonight, with us, you're paying just $59.95, and that's $20 lower than our regular price. It's just time to destroy, and these are two good coins to do it with. Give me that phone call.